Yes, guys, welcome back to episode 6. It is now. We're halfway through. We are about to backtest June now. You can see down here, if you're new to this episode, then if you're new to this series, then make sure to go and check out episode 1 to 5 first. But we are 17% up right now, and we've just finished May. So overall, we're doing okay. But we could do with a good month in June, okay? At least a profitable month in June. And then if we're in and around 20% profit in June, then we are on track for a 40R year, which is very, very similar to my 5-minute break of structure model. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So what day are we currently on? We are on 30th of May. Okay, so let's get started. Skip to June. We look bullish now on the hourly. We are bullish on the hourly and the 4-hour now. See if we get any sort of retracement here. I mean, if we get a retracement into this hourly move here and then a 1 minute break of structure and inversion, then we could potentially get a setup. We'll see if we get a tap into this area here. Doesn't look like we're going to. It's probably too late in the day now. Yeah, 4 o'clock. No, nothing there. Moving on to the 3rd. Just had a sweep there by the looks of it. What time is that? 5 a.m. Bit early. Let's see what we produce on the 1 minute. If we produce anything. Let's skip by 5 minutes. Okay, we've had a sweep. Can we break that structure point there? So we're just looking for a break of structure there now. Okay, we've had our break of structure. We may well have just missed an entry there. We'll double check that we are still bullish. Yes, I think we might well have missed an entry there. Let's just double check that we are bullish here. Hourly is still bullish. We haven't had a closure below this low here yet. 4-hour should still be bullish as well. Yeah, still bullish. We're in a 4-hour imbalance as well. This actually looks really nice. Hopefully this doesn't go without us and it comes down and taps us in, because we would have entered here. We had a 1 minute inversion here. So that would have been our entry. We would have put stops at about here. And then obviously simply targeted a 2 risk to reward, as we all know. So let's hope we get tagged in here, to be honest. Place order. 1% risk. Yes. Everything is correct. Let's double check news first as well. What day are we on? Tuesday. There's no news. Cool. That's fine. Okay. Let's hope we get a tag in here then. Okay, we've been tagged in. Running really nice profit here. Lagging a little bit for some reason. Hopefully that sorts itself out. Come back down to entry again. And it ultimately hit stop loss. That's such a shame, because that was actually looking really, really promising up here. But right idea. Just this was where price wanted to reverse from. Okay. So obviously that is the only problem with a 2 risk reward, although if you're seeking liquidity, it probably wouldn't have been these points here. But anyway, 2 risk reward, obviously it's fixed, so we don't target any liquidity. Could we have had stops a bit tighter up here? Potentially. And then obviously price would have hit, but obviously that's something that you can look at in hindsight. But ultimately this was a textbook trade. We had that break of structure on the 1 minute here. And price just didn't quite reach it, which is fine. So let's continue. We'll move on to the 1 hour time frame. Skip through this. Moving on to the 4th. Let's see if there's anything here. We're in a little bit of chop now, which is the only problem. Yeah, there's nothing really going on here, to be honest. We want to get out of this phase now. We took that trade, which was nice, it did everything we wanted it to. But we've been consolidating for too long now. That's what we want. So that's the sort of move that we're waiting for. When we're in a consolidation phase like that, we want to have a nice move out of it, basically. So what do we have here? Looks like we'll have a nice 1 minute push up from this area. This is the problem. I can sometimes skip too fast through it, which can be an issue sometimes. So we would have entered there. That would have been a nice entry, actually. Just on this candle here, literally on London Open. This might not tag us in again, though. Oh, it might do, actually. It's quite close to entry. This looks quite nice, though. Another textbook entry. 1% risk. Same as always. Okay, we've been tagged in now, which is good. There we go. Bang. Beautiful trade. Back to winning ways. It has tagged us in, hasn't it? Why has it not tagged us in? Why did that not tag us in then? It should have tagged us in here. Okay. What's happened there then? Am I dreaming something here, or? Well, we're just gonna have to add. What? Well, we're just gonna have to add 2% on at the end, because obviously we had an extra win. Yeah, that's annoying. I don't know what's happened there. We all saw me put on the buy limit, and then it literally came down and tapped the buy limit and went back up, and that was a beautiful trade. Forget about that. Forget about this fact that it didn't tap us in. That was a lovely, lovely trade. Okay, that was literally textbook. We had the 1 minute push up, broke structure on the 1 minute. We're obviously uptrend on the higher time frames. Came down, retraced. Straight away we had the reaction we wanted to see, and for some reason didn't tag us in. For whatever reason, I might have been wrong. It might not have actually come down and tapped us in here. I don't know. Maybe it was like around this area. I don't know. But either way, that's annoying. And realistically, we know that that would have been a win, and I was meant to enter that. But it's my fault for skipping too fast forward. Anyway, moving on. 1 win, 1 loss. So we should be sat at about 18% profit. Let's continue. Doesn't look like there's anything there. We're now in a downtrend on the 1, but I can assure you we'll be in an uptrend on the 4. Yeah, still in an... Oh, we've broken structure here, actually, to the downside. Interesting. So we are looking for sells now, I'd say. 1 hour has now broken structure to the upside, however, so we won't be. So the biases aren't aligning for now. So let's... Okay, there we go. That's the sort of move we want to see. Coming into the 11th, we're looking for sells now. Can we get a sweep? We do get a sweep there. Was that a news pull? Yeah, it was news. Move past that. Coming into the 12th, are we looking for buys here? 4 hour has broken structure to the upside. 1 hour has as well. So we can be looking for buys here, potentially. We've had a break of structure by the looks of it. We closed there? Yes, we have. Let's wait for a tap into here then, if we get one. Oh, don't go without us. That's a killer. That is a killer. Oh, look at the move. Look at the move. It just didn't want to tap us in. That is a shame. That is a real shame. Oh well. We move. We move. I mean, potentially there's a tap in New York session. We'll see. That's too late now. That is a shame. That would have been so nice as well. Okay, we've had quite a big pull down here. We've had broken structure to the downside on the hourly, but the 4 hour will no doubtably be still in an uptrend. So we need to break structure to the upside like we have here. And now on the 17th, we could potentially look for buys. Although We've broken structure to the downside again now. Okay, now we're looking for clear sells. These are the sort of moves that we want to see. I mean, I tell you guys every time, but these are the sort of moves you want, that clear bias. If you're ever in doubt and you ever question yourself on whether it's bullish or bearish, 9 times out of 10, skip the day. All right? You need to be 100% certain on what the bias is for that day. It's as simple as that. All right, let's have a look, see what we got here. So we're looking for sells. We have swept and broken structure now. So now we simply wait for a retracement. Right, 1 minute time frame. Let's wait for a retracement. Got one. Now we wait for an inversion. Where is the inversion? Is that one there? No. Now we've got one. We've got one now. So we've got one here. We'll put stops above here, as that is, how many handles is that? That's over 100 handles. So we'll put stops about there, and we will simply target a 2 risk to reward. Question is, am I confident enough to risk 2% on this trade? Because if it comes in, it then puts us on the correct profit. I think I'm going to do that, you know. I think for this trade, I'm going to put 2% risk on, and then if it wins, we will be at the correct profit target. Okay. This looks nice. Let's make sure that we are. Okay, let's put 2% risk, and then we'll be 4% profit, which will be correct. That is what we should be on. Let's go. Nice move. All right, let's skip this faster. There we go. Bang. All right, and now we're at the correct profit target as well. Wow. That was a little bit tense when we came up here, Jesus. Because that would have actually ruined things if that lost. Obviously, that would have put us more % down than we should have been. So, okay, I don't know. I've managed to do it, but it was risky. But we are back at the correct percentage. So we are now 3% up in June so far, which is very, very good. So we're making up for last month's terrible month, which is good. But you're gonna have bad months in the year. Like it's gonna happen. So it's how you deal with them and how you bounce back. And you can see in this series, every single trade has been identical. And there's been months where no trade, barely any trades at all. And you're just staying patient. So could we get something here? 1 minute time frame. Let's have a little look. So we swept. Looking for this break of structure down here. Nothing. Nothing. That was news at, yeah, that was 11 o'clock news. Okay, we'll leave that. Looks like it's quite a large pullback now. Broken structure to the upside technically here as well. So we will leave that. 20th, we have broken structure to the upside, but 4 hour will no doubtably be in a downtrend. Actually, that's technically a broken structure there to the upside. Okay. Hopefully we haven't missed something here because we have just swept Asia. I'm going to be really, really annoyed with myself if we've missed something, and we have missed something. Oh, I skipped through this too quickly. It's because I'm used to backtesting myself, but it shouldn't be a case. Okay, so this is another trade that we've missed here. That would have been our entry there. We have an imbalance. No, we don't. We have an imbalance there. So yeah, this would have been another win. I mean, it doesn't matter that I didn't take this. You know, you're not going to take every single trade when you're backtesting. You are going to miss stuff. You are human. Was that news actually there? No, it wasn't. Yeah, it would have hit anyway. But I mean, we're human, you know what I mean? We're not going to hit every single trade in the markets. You are going to miss one or two here and there. And I think that is the first trade that we've actually missed and not been tapped into in this series in 6 months. But it is going to happen. But it just goes to show you guys how often this actually occurs, okay? Because once again, we've had that sweep of Asia. 1 hour and 4 hour are both bullish now, both broken structure to the upside. And we have that retracement, we have that tap, and boom, we are off. So annoying that we didn't catch it, but it's fine. It is fine. Okay, moving on. What day are we on? We're on the 20th. Okay. Let's keep going. I'll try not to miss any. Now broken structure to the downside on the hourly, but we won't have on the 4 hour yet. Oh, that's a big push to the upside. We will now be looking for buys, no doubtably. Big push to the upside here. Let's see if we get a retracement or anything. Is there any news on this day? 24th of June, 2 p.m, which is coming up, so we won't be entering a trade. That's fine. Skip to the next day. The only thing that will be off, actually, even though our percentage profit will be the same, our win rate won't be, obviously, because we should have had another win, but that's fine. What are we now? 25th. Looking for buys. Had a sweep by the looks of things. Is that in London session? Yes. Let's see if we get a break of structure. Just sideways. Nothing there. Moving into the 26th. Nice push up. Clear bias now. Let's look for something here. Okay, we can pull a fib potentially from down this sort of area if we continue to have a nice push. See what price does. Okay. We could potentially pull a fib out from down here then. Around this area. Just the start of this impulsive move up, basically. So you can see this is the start of our move. So the start of this overall move that sent us up, we want to be pulling the fib out from around that area and then looking for trades in this zone if we get a tap. Which we do now. Let's keep an eye on the old 1 minute. Keep very close attention. No inverses just yet. Wow, we're coming down quite far, but that could just give us a really good entry, to be honest. So I don't hate it at all. There we go. There's our inversion. We'll put stops. We'll give it a bit of breathing room. Put stops around that area there. And we will target a 2 risk to reward. Okay. I like it. We've had that big move up. I do quite like it. We'll see. We'll see what price does. We want to remember to risk 1% now, not 2. 1% risk. Yes, yes, yes. Everything is correct, I think. Okay. Let's go. That's not a good start. Nice, nice. There we go. Wow, that was a little bit of a ropey start, but we got there in the end. Nice, 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 nice. All right, we're up 5%. 3 wins, 1 loss. Let's go. We're doing well. We're coming back from last month's terrible month. We are making progress, people. We are making progress. 27th. See if we have anything on this day. Looks like we're having an impulsive move to the upside. And a potential retracement here, actually. Similar to the last setup. We'll bring the fib from around here. Potentially a setup here. So it would have been around this area where we would have entered. We might still get a tap. What is price? 398. So stops would have been around this area here. Start of the upwards move. I mean, potentially you could bring the fib down to there. Target a 2 risk to reward. Do we like it? Let's analyze it a little bit further. Hourly time frame. It's a little bit choppy, a bit sideways to be honest. 4 hour. Again, a little bit choppy. You know what? We're up nicely this month. We haven't got a clear direction. I'm going to avoid this trade, I think. I might come to regret that, but let's see. Let's see if it would have played out regardless. But I think I'm going to avoid this trade. And it was a correct decision to avoid the trade. Good. That feels like a win. That's a good thing about avoiding trades, guys. It feels like a win when the trade does exactly what you think it's not going to do, if that makes sense. Don't know if that made any sense whatsoever, by the way, but you know what I mean. If you have any sort of inkling that price isn't going to go in the direction that you think it might potentially go, don't enter the trade. And when it doesn't go in the direction that it would have gone, if you that you would have wanted it to go if you entered the trade, it feels like a win. There's nothing here by the looks of it. And that is a wrap for June. 3 wins, 1 loss. Lovely month. Made back the profits. Let's have a look at the analytics before we end. 60% win rate, looking very, very healthy. We can see the chart here. Really nice profit, and then May brought us down quite a lot. Took quite a few trades in May and ultimately lost quite a lot of money. But we've done really well to claw that back this month. And then hopefully next month we have a really solid month as well. And potentially even get that up to 30% profit. But yeah, really good. Let's have a look. 18 winners, 12 losers. We've taken a trade on Thursday now. Look at that. 100% win rate. Yeah, look, this is by months. So 4% in January, 1% in Feb, 7% in March, 8% in April. May was down 2.6%. And then this month up 5%. Really consistent results, as you can see. Really consistent results. It's looking extremely promising, guys. So yeah, that is a wrap. If you guys want to learn my strategy, which is actually a 5-minute break of structure strategy, then there is a link in the bio for VIP. And likewise, if you just want a free community, there is a completely free Discord in the bio as well. Make sure to drop a like, comment on any other series that you want me to start as well, because I'm happy to listen to any ideas and start some different series. And 6 more episodes on this series as well. So let's see how we do.